Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I depotted my MAC eyeshadows and placed them into my new Z palette. So all you need is the Z palette, and you'll need a flat iron and a knife. And as you can see, once you put them in the Z palette, it's a magnet so it does not move. So basically you're going to go from a full eyeshadow case to an empty one like so. So the first thing I did is grab a knife, and there's an opening right underneath. It's like some grooves right underneath the eyeshadow and where it snaps into place. You want to take your knife and fit it in between those grooves until you can kind of wiggle that eyeshadow out. But be very careful, y'all, because I mean I had several near cut accidents. So you want to poke it out to that point, and you want to not burn yourself, but you want to place that eyeshadow right onto your flat iron. And what you're doing is you want to melt the glue that's underneath the pan so that you can poke the eyeshadow through. So while that is heating up, I'm just going to go ahead and pop a few more of my eyeshadows out. But be careful when you pop them out, because you want to make sure that you keep them together so you'll know which label goes with which eyeshadow. And you do want to be very careful when they pop out, because you don't want to break your eyeshadows. So just try to be very careful, or place them, have it a very soft surface underneath, so if they do fall, they'll land on something like a towel. So basically I'm just popping out a few. I think that was brown script and carbon. And it should be time to slide that off. And once you've taken that off, you want to be very, very careful, because it's now very hot. So I placed it on a piece of aluminum foil, just so it wouldn't stick to like a paper towel or something like that, because you got some melted glue down there. So while that one is drying, I'm going to place a few more on your flat iron. And just an extra tip, you can add some parchment paper on your flat iron so that it doesn't stain it or have anything stick to your flat iron. So as you can see, the bottom part has melted off. So you just want to take that knife and poke it through that hole, and eventually it's going to pop that pan out because you've melted the glue. But just be very, 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 very careful, because it's extremely hot once it's popped out. And as you can see, sometimes you have to give it an extra little nudge, but it will pop out. But it is extremely hot. So once again, you can see that it's popped out. Just be very, very careful, because again, that metal is very hot. And as you can see, the glue has melted. So I just placed it back on the aluminum foil just so it can cool. And while it's cooling, I'm just going to put the empty container back together. And again, you can take these to MAC, and if you have 6, you can get 1 free lipstick. So you definitely want to keep your containers so you can participate in that program. And that's the beauty of this flat iron. You can do more than one eyeshadow at a time. And again, the goal is to just go from that plastic container to your just your refillable pan. So as you can see there, again, once again, there's that hole where the glue has come out the bottom, and you just kind of poke through the bottom until that container pops out. And as you can see, it's loosening up. And again, you know, be very careful, guys, because that container is very hot. So once you've gotten all your eyeshadows out, you want to grab one of the magnetic backings that comes with the Z palette, and you just want to take the sticky part off, and you want to apply that to the bottom of the pan. And what I like to do is just take it off, apply it to the pan, and then take the sticker off the bottom of the eyeshadow and place it underneath the metal pan, just so you can, you can always know which eyeshadows that you're using. So once you've completed it, your Z palette will look like this. And as you can see, as you can see, I have my eyeshadows very neatly in the palette, and I'm able to carry it all in one case opposed to having, about 17 different containers. So that's what they look like now. They're all empty, and I can take these to be recycled. But just be careful, because as you can see, I did have an accident with one of my shadows, so just be careful. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. Bye.